Hanji, good morning, all of you. Welcome back to the class. Okay, children, in today's class, we are going to proceed on with the next half of graph. Yes? In the previous class, we have done the introduction to graph and we did about the distance time graph. Now we are going to carry forward the same. Fine. Before that, I am just going to enter everyone. Meanwhile, you are going to revise it. Fine. And if there is any problem, we are going to discuss that first and then we are going to move on. So kindly look on to the topic we have covered in the previous class. And within a minute or two, we are going to proceed on. Panshul, Palakpreet, Soham, Jannat, kindly switch on your cameras. Hanji Bacha, kindly switch on your camera. Have a look onto the topics covered in the previous class. So, good morning, all of you. Let's proceed on with the class now. We are going to study about the graphs. In the previous class, we did the concept of graphs, the distance time graph. Fine. One last topic of is left of that distance time graph. We are going to do that. And then we are going to move on with the next topic for today. That is the velocity time graph. So shall we start? Are you all ready for the class? Okay. Thank you so much. Your notebooks to be along with you, because we are going to draw the graphs and me side by side you will be doing it onto your notebook as well. Fine. Okay, ji. Let's do a quick recap of the topic covered in the previous class. Before that, any doubt, anyone? If you have any doubt, you can please ask. Any doubt, you can raise your hand, please. Okay, are you all able to see the whiteboard? Ritiket, kindly switch on your camera. Alankrit, switch on your camera. Diljinder, switch on your camera. Gurveer, Jannat, Rajpreet, Ritiket, Soham. Children, you are requested to be with your camera on. Okay, so the first in the recap, I be drawing a graph in front of you and you have to tell me that which graph is this. So one side we will be having the time, one side we will be having the distance, and if you are having a line parallel to the time axis. Anji, raise your hands and tell me which graph it is. A line parallel to time axis, which graph it is? Yes, Nityam.
Distance time graph.
Yes, this is distance time graph, but what it is showing to you? Is it showing the uniform motion, non-uniform motion, rest state? What it is showing?
Uniform motion.
No, beta. Check once again. Hanji
Ma'am,
Sukhman.
can you
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Sukhman.
Ma'am, it is showing the state of rest.
Very good. This is showing the state of rest. Nityam, this is not the motion. This is the rest graph, beta. How we can say it is the rest graph? Let's understand it. Okay. Your eyes onto the screen. See, the time keep on increasing. This is along the time axis. Yes. So time will keep on increasing, but the distance, whatever it is the same. You can have the values, you can write the values and you can understand it more. Let's say this is the time 0. At 0 time, what is the distance? Let's say you have here 12 meter. Fine. So our distance is 12 meter at 0 time. When the time is 1 second, still the distance is 12 meter. See, you can see in front of it. What is the distance? 12. When the time is 2 second, fine. At this point, you are going to check the distance. It is again 12. So distance is not increasing, not decreasing. It is the same. So we can say this is the rest graph. Hanji, Nityam, is it clear? If you will be getting a parallel line to the time axis, fine, in the distance time graph, that represents the state of rest. Anybody, any confusion in this? Anyone, any confusion in this? Okay. Drawing the next one. Okay, we have the distance time graph and you will be getting this curve. Hanji, which graph it is? Hanji Divteshwar, which is this graph?
non-uniform?
Non-uniform motion. Why? Why it is non-uniform? Hanji Prabjot. Prabjot bacha, why it is non-uniform?
Because it is not having its definite speed.
Definite speed nahi hai. Very good. Because the distance and time are not proportional, है ना? They are not equal. Equal distance, equal time nahi hai. Definite speed nahi hai. That is why. Very well said. Okay, moving on with the next one. What if we get a straight line inclined to time axis? Hanji. Yes, Daksh.
And this is the uniform motion because the distance and time are increasing at the same rate at the same speed.
Very good. So this is the uniform motion as there is a symmetry, the equal distance and equal intervals of time. So we will be having the uniform. Okay. Now, I hope it is clear to you. If any student, any doubt in the topics we have covered, we are done with the revision. Still, if there is an Daksh, there is some doubt, you raise your hand. Your hand is raised. Daksh, you have any doubt, beta? Okay.
Ma'am, I accidentally raised my hand.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so now we are going to proceed on with the next topic. Fine. Second type of graph we are going to do a bit later, because in this distance time graph, one thing we are left up with from the previous class. So we will first cover that. Okay, in that class we did how to do the plotting of the graph. That is done. Second, we did about that which kind of graph is uniform motion, which is uniform, non-uniform, and which is the rest one. Fine. Now we are going to do the calculation. Like from the distance time graph, what we are going to calculate? Are we going to calculate the speed? What is speed? Distance divided by time. So if the distance is given to you, time is given to you, are you able to calculate the speed? Yes. Okay. Now, let's say they say that you have a point over here. This is your point A. And next you have a point over here. This is your point B. Just a minute. So, okay. I am going to draw the straight line, which is going to show the motion. So we got the line something like this. Fine. Now, suppose they are saying that you have to find out the speed from point A to B. Let's say this is your point A. You have to find out the speed from point A to the next point B. Now, how you can find out the speed? Speed is what? Distance over time. Here you are covering some distance, so there will be initial position of distance, there will be the final distance, and similarly you will be having initial time and you will be having the final time. So what we are going to do is, from A we will draw a straight line, which is already drawn, by the way. We will be drawing a straight line, a dotted line towards the time axis, because A is the starting position, so you will get the initial time. So this is your initial time. Let's say it is T1, and B, where you end, you draw a straight line from there, where it is going to intersect onto the time axis. You will be getting the final time over there, that is T2. Similarly, you will find the distance, initial and the final. So from A, when you draw a line onto the distance axis, where it meet, that is your initial distance. We write it with S1. You can write it with D1 also. And from B, if you are going to have a straight line parallel to time axis, where it intersects the distance, you will be having the final distance, that is S2. Fine. So velocity V, or the speed, is equal to change in distance, that is S2 minus S1. What is the distance covered? Divide by the total time, that is T2 minus T1. Why we have taken T2 minus T1? Let's say you are studying physics from 4:30 p.m. or let's say from 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. So for how many hours you are studying physics? Are you studying for 6 hours? Because you reach till 6 p.m.? No, it is not going to be like this. So what you are going to do? 6 minus 4, that is going to give you 2. Yes? So you study physics for 2 hours. So similarly, what is the final minus what is the initial, that is going to tell you the total. So whatever the value of distance you will be having, like here we have final distance kitna given hai? It is 4 meter here, and final time, initial distance 2. So 4 minus 2 kar do. Fine. So this is 4 minus 2. Similarly, the time, final time is 4 seconds, initial time is 2 seconds. So 4 minus 2. You subtract it. So this is 2 over 2. You can cancel it. You will be having the answer 1. And then the unit, whatever it is given with the graph, like distance ke saath, whatever it is written. Meter hai to meter, kilometer hai to kilometer. Time, if it is written second. Now in this case, you will be having meter per second. अगर distance के साथ kilometer होता, time के साथ hour होता, then it is going to be kilometer per hour. Devteshwar ji. हाँ जी. Is this clear? So how can you find out the speed? How can you calculate the speed in distance time graph? Is this clear to you? They will be providing you from where to where you have to find out. Fine. You are just going to draw the straight lines from there onto the distance and time axis. You will be getting the values. Let's say this is point 1, point A is given to you, point B is given to you. So from point A and point B, A say on the time axis, if you draw a straight line, you will get the time 1, initial time. Towards the distance axis, you will get the initial distance. Similarly, where you end B, on the time axis, the final time. On the distance axis, the final distance. Then you are going to just put it in the formula and you are going to get it. Fine. This is a step more than the numerical. In numerical, the values are already given to you. You just have to put it and calculate. In the graph, you have to find the value. Then you have to put it and the calculate. Okay. But this is not tough one. This is good one, easy one. Hanji Manveer, any confusion? Manveer, why you're keeping your camera still? Don't do this. Okay, moving on with the next one. Next we are going to proceed on today is with velocity time graph. Gurnadhar, you are okay? Okay. Velocity time graph. So in velocity time graph, first of all, the thing is that you have to draw the two axes, the x-axis and the y-axis. Daljinder ji, stop doing this. Kindly concentrate in the class. So you will be having two axes, x-axis and y-axis. Kindly draw it. And you know that time will be on which axis? It will be on x-axis because it is the independent quantity. And you can also write the unit. Let's say the second. And velocity will go on to the y-axis. So that is, let's say it is in meter per second. Fine. Now, if I be drawing a straight line parallel to time axis, Hanji, what this line is going to represent, we are going to talk about this. Distance time graph mein, when you have a straight line, we say that the object is in state of rest. but here no, it is not. Let's do the labeling first of all, the marking. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go with the velocity. 10, 20, 30. Fine. Okay. Now let's see. See children, in this case, this is not the rest graph. The reason is you have velocity 30 meter per second. Velocity speed 30 meter per second. तो अगर आप 30 की स्पीड से गाड़ी चला रहे हो, so are you in the state of rest? अगर आपकी स्पीड, आपकी वेलोसिटी 30 है, are you in the state of rest? No. So in velocity time graph, there is only one state of rest when you are here at this point. When your velocity is 0, in that case you can say that yes, matlab it is totally actually onto the x-axis, 0 level, total 0 level. Then you can say that yes, the object is in the state of rest because यहाँ पे velocity कितनी है? 0. Time keep on increasing but velocity is 0. So you can say that the state is rest. But if you have some point other than this, you're not going to say the state is rest because there is some velocity there. Fine. Okay. Now in this you have the velocity 30. Now what this means that, okay, let's see. When you have time 1 second, what is the velocity with respect to this? You can check onto the velocity axis. Kitni velocity hai? 30 meter per second. When you have time 2 second, okay, when the velocity is 1 second, what is the time is 1 second, what is the velocity with respect to this? It is 30. Fine. When the time is 2 second, what is the velocity with respect to this? It is still 30. Yes. When the time is 3 second, what is the velocity? It is still 30. So what it means that you are in motion, you are nor increasing the speed nor decreasing the speed. Neither there is increase nor there is decrease. Fine. मतलब आप 30 की स्पीड से गाड़ी चला रहे हो एंड यू कीप मूविंग विद दैट 30 की स्पीड. ना तो आपने रेस अप्लाई करी, ना आपने ब्रेक दी. Got it? But it doesn't mean that you are in the state of rest. You are in motion. Fine. But now motion is having two types, the uniform and the non-uniform. So which it is? Let's see. When the time, okay, see the variation in the time. First it is 1. You go from 0 to 1, there is a gap of 1 second. Then you go from 1 to 2, there is again a gap of 1 second. Then you go from 2 to 3, there is again a gap of 1 second. Fine. So time में uniformity आ रही है. Okay. Let's see the velocity. From 0 to 1, the change in the velocity is 0. From 1 to 2, the change in the velocity is 0. From 2 to 3, the change in the velocity is still 0. So uniformity hai. Like there is nothing different. It is not increasing, decreasing. हाँ, 0 है तो 0 है. There is uniformity in that also. Got it? Uniform and non-uniform means are they equal or unequal? So if you check the velocity, is there any unequal? Any point where it is unequal? No, it is not. So means there is uniformity. So this kind of graph, you can say it is the uniform graph. It is the uniform motion. Understood? So you are going to take 2 minutes and you are quickly going to draw it onto your notebook. And then we are going to do the calculations in this case. Quickly draw it onto the notebook. Hanji bacha, anyone, any confusion till here? Okay. Now you are going to write one note onto your notebook for the calculation. Then we are going to do that. Like a velocity time graph is going to give you what? Actually, it is going to tell you a lot of the things. Velocity is equal to change in displacement over time. Velocity को क्या बोलते हैं? Displacement over time. Velocity also comes, अगर velocity और time से और क्या? Acceleration is equal to change in velocity over time. तो अगर आपके पास velocity हो, velocity में change हो, time हो, you can also find out acceleration. अगर velocity है, time है, you can also find out displacement. So we can do a lot with velocity. Yes. Okay. Children with camera off, kindly switch on your camera immediately. And try please not to make it a habit that ma'am will say, then we will quickly on. Fine. You are in grade 9. Please take your responsibility. Okay, ji. You are going to write the note for the calculation of displacement. Write down. The area enclosed. Write down please. The area enclosed. Or if you have the book, page number 105, second half, second paragraph. Page number 105, second half, second paragraph. You can underline over there also. Okay. Please write down the area enclosed by the velocity time graph. The area enclosed by the velocity time graph and the time axis will be equal to the magnitude of the displacement. Will be equal to the magnitude of the displacement. I'm repeating again. The area enclosed by the velocity time graph and the time axis will be equal to the magnitude of the displacement. Now what it means? If you will be having a velocity time graph and it is asked that find out the value of displacement, you are going to find out the area enclosed by the velocity time graph and the time axis. Now what it means, your eyes onto the screen, please. Velocity is in meter per second. Let's say here it is 0. Here it is 10 meter per second. Here it is 20. Fine. Similarly, time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time goes with seconds. It can be in hours also. Okay. Now suppose it is told to you that you have to find out the displacement from point A. Let's say this is your point A till point B. From point A till point B. You have to find out the displacement. Now what you have to do, you have to see the area enclosed by this graph with respect to the time. Okay. For that, you are going to draw the straight line onto the time axis from A as well as from B. Now, if you see, you will get a kind of rectangle. Yes, you will get a kind of rectangle. Now, you will see that the area of this rectangle, that is going to give you the displacement. Fine. So, the area of this rectangle is going to be, rectangle hai, it is going to be length into breadth. Length into breadth. So you have A, B, you can write here C, you can write here D. So we have A, B, C, D. How we can find out? Length ko we can represent with AC. Multiply by breadth we can represent with CD. Length with AC and breadth with CD. Rectangle की हम दो sides लेंगे, the opposite, the adjacent one. Okay, AC की value. If you see AC, it starts from 0 velocity and it goes till 20. Okay, it starts from 0 and go till 20. So we can say 20 minus 0. Yes, beta.
Ma'am, I got disconnected for a second. Can you repeat what have you explained?
Okay, sure. Okay, so we need to find out, for the displacement, we need to find out the area under the points A and B. A say we are going to draw a straight line onto the time axis. We label it as C. From B, we draw a straight line to the time axis. We label it as D. And this comes a kind of rectangle in front of you. Fine. So if you find out the area of the rectangle, you mean that you are finding the displacement, because we have just written that to find out the displacement under the velocity time graph, you need to find out the area enclosed. Please keep this in mind. Okay. Okay. Now this is the rectangle. The area of rectangle is length into breadth. The length, we have the AC. You can take it as BD also. One, you are going to take any one. So I have taken AC. Then you have the breadth. It is CD. You can take the AB as well. That is on to you. One you are going to take. Okay, then AC starts from 0, goes till 20. So 20 minus 0. CD starts from 2, go till 5. So it is 5 minus 2. 20 minus 0 is 20. Multiply by 5 minus 2 is 3. So 20 multiplied by 3 is 60. And this is the displacement. So the unit is meter. Fine. This is the displacement. So the unit is meter. Hands up. हाँ जी बच्चा, any doubt till here? Yes, children. Anyone, any question till here? Okay, see. With this, we are going to end the class over here. In the next class, we are going to proceed on from here only. Fine. We do a little recap of this and then we move on. Hanji, Daksh, you have the question? Yes, beta.
Ma'am, I did not understand how can we measure the distances of the lines.
How can we measure the distances? Okay, for distances, you have to see the initial and the final position, beta. Okay, see, this is AC side. At point C, what is the velocity given? 0. What is it is written in front of it? AC. See, this is along the velocity axis, y axis. तो हम इसकी y axis वाली readings check करेंगे. Fine. At C, you have the reading 0. At A, it is 20. So we do 20 minus 0, we get 20. Similarly, CD, at C, we have written 2. At D, it is 5. So 5 minus 2. That comes to be 3 then. Is that clear, Daksh? Hanji, Daksh.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you are going to practice it once more. Okay, if there is any problem, then you let me know. Okay, ji, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.